All right, today we're going to dive into a platform that's really trying to shake things up in the classroom. It's called Wayground, and it's all about a new way to teach, powered by AI.
But before we get into the nuts and bolts, let's start with the big question, the one that keeps every teacher up at night. In a room full of unique minds, how in the world do you actually reach every single one of them?
And that exact challenge brings us to this. Now, you might actually recognize these guys. They used to be quizzes. They've evolved into Wayground. And that name, well, it says it all, doesn't it? It's about finding a way on new ground for every student. It just perfectly sums up what they're trying to do.
Their whole philosophy really just boils down to these two big ideas. It's not enough to just create a path for a student to get the information. You have to make that journey fun, engaging, joyful, right? These two pillars, they're going to support everything else we're about to look at.
So let's explore that first pillar, what they call the AI-powered assistant. I mean, let's be real. This is all about giving you back your most precious resource, time. It's like having a super smart sidekick to handle all the tedious stuff, so you can actually focus on, teaching.
And here's the core promise of that assistant. Just imagine taking any resource you already have, something you know and trust, and boom, turning it into a dynamic, interactive experience for your students. We're not talking hours of work here, we're talking seconds.
And here it is in action. It's so clear, right? On the left, you've got your classic static worksheet about the solar system. And on the right, that same content instantly zapped into an interactive Wayground activity. All the good stuff is still there, but now it's alive and ready to go.
But it's not just making a digital copy. Oh no, once your stuff is in Wayground, the AI can give it superpowers. Need to translate it for an ESL student? One click. Want to connect a concept to the real world to make it stick? Done. You can even literally just ask the AI to make it fun. How cool is that?
And the best part is, you're absolutely not starting from zero. The whole system is built to work with the materials you've already created and love. We're talking worksheets, presentations, vocab lists, even your favorite YouTube videos and articles. It all just becomes fuel for these awesome new activities.
Now, the AI's job isn't over when the lesson ends. It keeps working, analyzing how every student did and automatically spitting out these super clear, standards-aligned reports. You can see at a glance who's got it and who needs a little more support. This is the kind of data that actually helps you plan what to do next.
Okay, so the AI saves you a ton of time on creating and grading. But what about that promise of reaching every student? Well, that brings us to the second pillar, making differentiation easy. This is, for so many teachers, the holy grail. And Wayground has built a whole suite of tools to tackle it head-on.
Just think about all the little things that can be a total game changer for a student. We're talking everything from just a bit of extra time to huge tools like a read-aloud function, a dyslexia-friendly font, or even a quick translation. It's all right there.
And here's what it looks like from your end. Look how clean that is. These options aren't buried in some complicated settings menu. It's just a simple dashboard. You pick a student and you just toggle on the support they need. It's centralized, it's intuitive, and it takes like 2 seconds.
And here is the payoff. This is what it actually looks like for the kids. They're both working on the same activity, but they're seeing different things. One student gets the standard question. The other gets a translated version with fewer choices. The key here is that it's totally seamless and invisible. It helps reduce that stigma and really boosts confidence.
So we've seen all these powerful tools for teachers. But honestly, none of it matters if the students are bored out of their minds, right? So this brings us to that final, crucial piece of the puzzle, sparking genuine student joy. Because we all know that when kids are having fun, they're actually learning. And this right here shows their philosophy on fun perfectly. It's not just about leaderboards and being the fastest. A mode like Mastery Peak flips the script. It's all about mastering the skill. It encourages kids to try again and again until they get it right, focusing on deep understanding, not just a quick trigger finger. And the whole platform is super flexible, no matter what your classroom is like. You want that classic competitive quiz game? You got it. Need to get them working together? Switch over to team mode. Leading a lesson from the front of the room? Go with instructor paced. And hey, there's even a paper mode for when the Wi-Fi goes down. And for that extra layer of personality, students can customize their own little avatars, called qubits. It seems like a small thing, but it goes a really long way in making students feel like they belong and are invested in what they're doing. So when you put it all together, you've got the AI sidekick, the super easy differentiation, the focus on student engagement. What do you end up with?
Well, the big idea behind Wayground is to stop the madness of juggling 10 different websites and apps. It brings all your essential tools into one place.
It really is the complete toolkit. You can build your assessments, create interactive presentations, drop questions right into videos, use reading passages, make flashcards. I mean, the whole shebang is here, and it all works together. Which, of course, brings us right back to where we started. This entire platform is built from the ground up to answer that one critical question. It's all about giving you the tools, the flexibility, and that little spark of joy you need to find a way forward for every single one of your students. So the only question left is, are you ready to find theirs?